What's good everyone, in this video I'm going to see if it's possible to get to Guarma while in the mission in chapter 1. This might sound ridiculous, this might sound crazy, this might sound dumb, but regardless there is a way to do this. But with all that said, let's go ahead and get started with the video. Hopefully you enjoy it. I soon began by starting in the second mission at chapter 1, which is Enter by Pursue a Memory. And of course I just do the mission normally until I get towards the end of the mission. Then let the cutscene play out until it reaches towards the end. And right here the cutscene is about to end. I just used somebody randomly from my friends list and joined them twice, and then backing out twice. And as you see, I'm currently in a glitch state, but the mission never ended, as Javier and John still appear on the map. Not just that, but if I also die, I will end up failing the mission and have to redo the mission again. So after all that, we soon get some money for some tonics that we need later down the road. Now luckily, whenever I leave the chapter 1 camp, I don't have to worry about my horse being dead, or me losing health over time due to me being in the mission. And just like that, just found myself $100 in this lockbox here. I soon go ahead and go to this location here towards the edge of Annisburg to get out of bounds. From there we go ahead and get our tonics, and then we're straight. So after all that traveling, I finally get to my location, which is at the edge of the map, which I'm soon going to be going out of bounds to this location right here. Just like that, we're at bounds. Ignore this part of me spinning. I don't know what exactly happens whenever you do the glitch to get outside a map. Unfortunately, I still have a long way to go to fully get outside the map to get to Guarma. So when it comes to this location, this was the location that had me a bit concerned because I didn't know what position, what location it would put me at. But unfortunately I had no other options, as if I was to do the other out of bounds method, which is getting drunk and then passing out, waking up out of bounds, you can't get drunk while in the mission. So I decided to do it here and see what happens. Luckily there was a surface I could stand on before I drowned, so thank goodness for that. So for the sake of desperation, I was hoping to be some sort of rock or ledge or whatever I can climb on to get myself out of here from drowning. Luckily there was. So at this point I thought I was in a safe zone. I thought I was going to get myself out of here and go ahead and get to Guarma. And then I checked the map and I realized, damn, I am on the left side of the map, not the right. Even though I thought I was on the right side of the map, just because of the positioning and where I was at, and I was out of bounds. I went towards the right side of the map, but whatever. It just comes off very unfortunate. So right here I'm going to go ahead and attempt to get back on the right side of the map, and hopefully it goes well. And boom, out of nowhere this pops up, and I was thinking like the mission had started, and luckily nothing happened. But what did worry me, however, was me not being able to make it over there just due to me just swimming in place. But luckily I did make it over there despite me having barely any health and any stamina. But that doesn't matter anymore, as I'm currently in the right side of the map, which you want to be in order to get towards Guarma, and now I'm currently safe from anything happening to me. But I still have to make sure I get towards the edge of the map, that way I can load the low res version of Guarma. So we have made it to low res Guarma. Now the goal is to get to high res Guarma. And just like that, I finally arrived in Guarma while it's snowing. Nice. And as you can see here, it is possible to get to Guarma while in a mission. Hopefully you enjoyed the journey and the video itself, and as always, stay tuned for more.